Hey everybody, welcome back to another Nature's Always Right episode. My name's Steven and I am here to help you guys grow as much food as you can naturally for your family or for profit on your own small farm. And today I'm talking about a very important skill everybody needs to learn, especially if you're gardening, and that's how to sharpen your tools. So we're going to look at a few different types of tools, things that are harder and easier to sharpen, things that need a really refined edge, things that have a little bit more of a rough edge, and I'll be showing you 3 different styles of sharpening tools that you'll want to get. So let's check it out. And if you're a market gardener, I have my Farmer's Friend Greens Harvester here as well to show you guys really quickly as well. And I have a really in-depth video about how to sharpen the Greens Harvester and maintain it and oil it and all of that you can check out here. So the first concept we just need to talk about first is the edge of the blade. Now on a knife like this, this is a double-sided edge, so we need to sharpen both sides in order for it to become sharp. So on this one, the edge is right there, but on the back side, it's flat. There is no edge. That's a single edge. So that's the concept of the edge. So what we're always trying to do when we're sharpening by hand is we want to try to mimic that edge. So you want to just close one of your eyes and look right down the path of the knife and try to match that angle. And then since this has 2 sides, we need to do both. Okay, and then to check how sharp it is, we want to rub our finger completely perpendicular to the blade and feel how much resistance there is. Another option would be to cut a piece of paper. The more easily it cuts it, the less force it requires, the sharper it will be. So that's that guy. Now if you want a really simple way to sharpen where it's not requiring on you to do a good angle, this takes quite a bit of practice. But once you get it, it's just such a valuable skill because now I can sharpen any blade anywhere, anytime. And this is a real nice rounded file. There's different coarse settings that you can get for these. So this is a more fine one because I bought this for my Farmer's Friend Greens Harvester. To make it a little bit easier, this is something I just bought for my kitchen. But this is a fantastic little tool. It allows you to sharpen like a scissor. That's a single-edged blade, just like that is. You can also do double edge, like on a knife. So for sharpening a knife, you just slide it in between the 2 sharpening blades and sharpen. And then this creates the perfect angle for you. So this one's really nice. I'll put a link in the description to all these different tools, of course. So this one's a real great one if you want no effort. But now you want to sharpen something like this. They actually do sell a little cool tool for sharpening clippers, and I'll put a link to that. But if you don't have one and you don't want to spend the extra money, you can just do our same technique. Here's the edge right here. This side is flat on the back. So we just need to sharpen this one little edge. So for this, what I'll do is I'll just open it wide up, match my angle, and move forward. And to help me keep my angle, I'm locking off my wrist and my elbow. So I'm getting that same angle every time as I go through the motion. And then again, test, yep, nice and sharp. And then I just wanted to show you guys this example too, because this is a serrated blade. So on a serrated blade, what I've discovered is I can do that same process of finding the same angle, and I can just glide it along each tooth there. I used to do it individually for each little tooth, but then I realized if I just do this, it's way faster and it gets it just as sharp. I cut about 40 pounds of salad mix a week with this blade, and I've used this blade for almost 2 years. So this method's really effective. Now this has edges on both sides, so you have to do both sides. So that's how I sharpen that. So you can use one of these also for serrated blades. So I think these are like 10 bucks. It's very, very useful. I've sharpened a million things with this and it's still going like 3 years later. Okay, now what if we're talking something that it needs a rougher edge? This type of file is way too fine to sharpen this. So for rough edged tools, Then you're gonna wanna use a file, and we're gonna do the same thing where we look down the edge and try to match the angle, and then pulling down. Make sure you're not doing this, rounding. That's gonna round the edge. You don't wanna do that. It's a straight angle every time. It's going to take some practice, and you just need to keep going back and feeling the edge. Is it getting sharper? Is it getting better? Make sure that your angle is just really straight. Now, if I had they do sell a more coarse version of this style sharpener, and if I had that, I could probably use that on this as well. But having some type of file, especially for a hula hoe, these things just get so messed up. They get so many burrs and dents and all that, that it's kind of nice to be able to just put almost a brand new edge on it from time to time.